As nationwide No Kings protests continue to make rounds across the country, we're here in Lexington, where thousands of people are lining the streets to protest against the Trump administration.
This is not authoritarianism. This land is a democracy.
I am protesting Trump for the first protest in my life at 71 years old.
What do you got here?
He's a pig on a platter with lies coming out of his mouth.
I have a young daughter with me, and I am here fighting for her rights, which have suffered greatly under this administration.
Immigrants, man, they don't deserve to be deported. They don't deserve to be kidnapped. That's what's happening. So if I don't look like you, I'm in trouble, and I was born here.
How does that make you feel?
Rips our heart out, man. This is our home. We're Mexicans for USA, man.
Viva Mexico!
El Salvador.
There's just horrible shit going on over there. It's just nonstop being brutal. Who knows what else could be going on? Starvation, no sleep, deprivation.
As a former Marine, how do you feel about the administration?
How do I feel?
Yes, sir.
I feel horrible when I think about he's taking Marines and moving them to places like LA or any place. It's kind of stupid.
It's important. I might cry.
It's going to be decades, if we're lucky, that we can recoup from this.
I feel threatened. I think a lot of people do.
Donald Trump needs to go because he's trying to be an authoritarian versus a democratic leader.
We want our country back. So I'm hoping that, we the people can figure out that we are the power.
What does No Kings mean to you?
We are a nation under the Constitution, not under one rule.
We gave them the power because we didn't vote. For the last 30 to 40 years, you kept giving the power to the presidency, the Patriot Act. Go back to that. Too many of my brothers are dead, names on a wall. My father, my uncles died to keep these fascist motherfuckers out of America. And we, by not being involved, let the motherfuckers in through the back door. You've got to tell your friends, your parents, and I know they're out there because I got troopers in my family. And I asked them straight out, are you okay with this? And they are silent. The Republican Party is part of the problem. It's not just Trump. It's all those people who want security that does not really exist. It's a constant battle for your freedom, and they're gonna take it away from you. By signing a stroke of a pen, you gotta get angry.
Hell yeah!
You gotta fight. Peacefully. Until that's not an option. Just that motherfucker.
Baby, no kings, no dictators. Down with Trump. We ain't gonna take this no more.
Good morning. Did it happen yet? No. Well, if it's any consolation prize, his parade this weekend was a fucking bust. And I think the entire parade can be summed up by that one clip we've all seen going around with that one tank going down the road. With absolutely zero music going on in the background. Just a sad tank rolling down Pennsylvania Avenue while little Donnie Diapers takes a siesta. Listen, at least in Orlando, we had some salsa music. No, but seriously though, let's just take a moment and simultaneously thank everybody for the largest day of protest in U.S. history. Yes, you heard that correctly. Saturday's No Kings protests all across America became the single largest day of protest in American history. And when you see places like Orlando, where I was, with 10,000 people out there easily in a very red state, I cannot wait for the midterms. But I'm proud of every last one of you because there was no violence, there was no bullshit. In fact, it appears as though at this point in time, the only violence that happened across the protests was against protesters who were there acting peacefully.
I'm not even like a conspiracy theorist per se, but if I'm seeing only 10,000 people show up for the guy who supposedly won the popular vote, and then 2 million people show up in protest for that person a week after his good buddy said that he wouldn't have won without his special help? I don't know.
The No Kings protest is estimated to be the largest protest in American history, making it a resounding success. But now here we are, and many people are asking, what was the purpose? Did we actually accomplish something? And the answer is absolutely. Now first, like any protest, the main reason for doing anything is to have your voice heard, which you accomplish by getting out there. You let people know how you feel. You let people know that, hey, here is an issue that people are passionate about. You're letting those people know who normally don't pay attention to politics. You make something so big, they have to see it. 2, it energizes the movement. How many people that went there, I know I am included in this, were ready to do the next step after you went to that protest? It energizes people. It gets them ready to be more involved. But 2, it gets people out there to let them know there's others like you and me that think the way they do. That there's others, you're not alone, that there is a big movement, and we can make a difference. That's the purpose. That's what it accomplished. I'm ready to run it back.
Hey TikTok, we are in Cedar City, Utah. We are doing a No Kings rally, and I gotta tell you, for a small town that's very red, we have seen over 350 people come through this rally. This is a great turnout. I am so excited. Quite a few have already gone home, but this is just, it's down the street, it's been across the street, it's in front of that sign. There are probably 40 or 50 people stacked up. This is fantastic.
Red, white, and blue, baby. No kings, no dictators. Down with Trump. We ain't gonna take this no more.
What did it really accomplish? The left had their tantrum again yesterday, like they always do, but lucky for us, Trump is still president for 3.5 more years. We still have his policies, and we still have the most secure border.
What did the No Kings Day protests accomplish? Well, you know, here's what I saw as an independent. I saw millions and millions and millions of people protesting the Trump administration. That's what I saw. I don't know how many it was. Some say 5 million, some say 10 million. Could be either. Doesn't really matter, right? And I saw that at the exact same time and in concert when I also saw almost nobody showing up to Trump's military parade. If you don't know what that accomplishes, I don't know what to tell you. It sends a message to the world where the American people stand. And the abysmal turnout of the military parade in Washington, D.C. only amplifies the massive turnout of the No Kings Day protests. And furthermore, what it further accomplishes will be revealed in the near future. Setting aside the optics of it, where let's say at the same time there's maybe 10 million people protesting a president while he's having a parade that nobody showed up to. In the future, we will see if it impacts his policies, if he softens his stance on certain things. We've already seen him ahead of the No Kings Day parade or protest. We've already seen him come out, soften his stance on immigration before the protests even happened. Before they even happened, because people were telling him this is going to be big. These No Kings Day protests are going to be big. So, just to summarize, if Donald Trump doesn't soften any of his stances or change anything he does, at the very minimum, the people that participated in this showed the world what the United States thinks about Donald Trump, showed the world who we are as a country, showed the world that who our president is doesn't necessarily represent who we are as a people. And it showed him that at the exact same time he was basically stood up at his own birthday party. That is success. I believe that was the purpose. The rest of the things it accomplished will be revealed in the very near future. In the very near future, when we see if he softens his stance on a lot of his hardline policies. There's your answer.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. We just left the No Kings rally in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Absolutely amazing. What a wonderful turnout. Over 500 people showed up, and that was what democracy looks like, folks. We are all in a fight, and we cannot lose this fight. So whatever you do, stay in the fight. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.